So I'm trying something, I guess, a little different. So I wanted to kind of look at what what have I been watching the last few weeks, months, and also wanted to try out doing a live video. So I know nobody is actually watching me now, which is fine. I'm just trying to sort things out. Anyway, so here is what I've been watching recently. I just finished watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars on Netflix, and the first few seasons, a little too long, but everything is set up for really the last fifth and sixth season to really explore some. Oh look, Dad at play now with more cattail. To really explore some interesting things in the Star Wars canon universe. Really, it's worth the investment in time, I think, especially season 6, which is a Netflix exclusive. So I've been watching that. I just finished that, and then I have most of the original DC animated television shows, and I was recently given Static Shock, the third season, on DVD, and man, this was. It's available through Warner online, Warner Archive. Man, Static Shock was a really good show, and it tied in with Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Justice League, those shows from the 90s and early 2000s. Really, it's a shame that everything got sort of canceled and taken off. Some good stuff, and so it's really nice to see this coming with becoming available for everybody to complete their collection. Well worth it if you like the DC animated, the original. Well, I wouldn't say original animated shows, but the stuff that kicked off with. Kicked off with Batman the Animated Series. Yeah, definitely should have had another season. Along with the Zeta Project, if you'll remember, was a spin-off of Batman Beyond. And that was canceled before it could finish its story. So, anyway. Alright, what else have I been watching? Oh man. Okay, so Shout Factory gave me this a long time ago. A few months ago, and I've been very remiss in talking about this. One day at a time, I remember watching this with my mother when it was first broadcast in the 70s. And I think, I don't know, maybe my mom identified with the single mother in this show. Just struggling to get by and do the best for her kids. Anyway, this has all 9 seasons of the series. And it is... I had no idea that there was going to be, or that there is, a Netflix remake, update, reboot of One Day at a Time. I had no idea. So... Anyway, really, really good set. A lot of really good special features on this too. Anyway, if you like classic sitcoms, this is definitely something to get. Oh, let's see here. What else have I been watching? Thor Ragnarok. Quite possibly the most enjoyable Marvel movie yet. It sets up quite a lot of stuff that we're going to see play out in the next Avengers movie. But what we have here is Thor, it just sort of turned on its ear. The long, plodding, dramatic, I am Thor, this is Asgard, blah, blah, blah. It's fun. This is fun. This is what a superhero movie should be. You don't really need to know everything that happened in the previous 2 Thor movies. You can, in order to enjoy Thor Ragnarok, this is well worth the. Just go ahead and pick it up. Jeff Goldblum, of course, is Jeff Goldblum, and it's fun seeing Thor as a fish out of water, and then what family and home means, and anyway, you've probably seen the trailers. You kind of know much of what this is about. It's definitely worth it. There's some really fun deleted scenes on here that would have been really cool had they been inserted, but you can also, it's a 2-hour movie, something has to go. I have not listened to the director's commentary yet. I haven't had the time, but I really want to listen to the director's commentary. And the new short, Teen Daryl. It's just, it's fun. It's well worth it. Batman, Gotham by Gaslight. An interesting take on the Dark Knight. I don't want to spoil this here, but ultimately I was really disappointed in, I guess, the big twist. No, it's not a dream. It is just sort of I guess a what if. Gotham, 125 years ago, and going up against a Jack the Ripper type character. And, it's cool. You got Poison Ivy, you got Catwoman, you've got, a Detective Bullock. It's an interesting sort of, what would Batman look like in that time frame? And it's a really good, really interesting, it's an interesting experiment. But like I said, I don't like the twist, and it is rated R, so they could have made this a PG-13, which I don't know why, because the R-rated stuff isn't really bad, so they could have made it like more R, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, if you're a diehard Batman fan, you pick this up. But otherwise, it's definitely not the greatest. However, tied back into Static Shock, Batman Sub-Zero is on Blu-ray now. And this is the movie... was it Batman Mask of the Phantasm was the first animated film, and then came this one, which ties into directly the Batman animated series. The events actually depicted in this, it says it on here actually, come in between the events in the episodes Batman the Animated Series and then the New Adventures of Batman. So, this was Batman the Animated Series is one of, if not the best incarnations of Batman ever. And so, you know, if you liked that series, you want this. Period. End of discussion. It's now on Blu-ray. Get it. I had not seen this in I don't know how long. And anyway, I'm really glad that it's out now. I'm glad I have this now. And it includes the Mr. Freeze episodes. He might have appeared in one or two other episodes. I'm not certain. I'd have to completely research that. But these are at least the very essential episodes in order to appreciate fully this. You can watch this on its own though. And then finally, maybe Lego DC Comics Superheroes The Flash. This is fun. All of the Lego DC superhero videos have been really fun. However, this makes it sound like this is more of a Flash standalone movie, and I'm using the term movie loosely because it's 78 minutes. It's long-ish enough. Anyway, this really is a Justice League movie. It could have been called Lego DC Superheroes Justice League Flash Time, and that would have been probably more appropriate. Yes, the Flash is the central character for the most part in this, but it takes a while for him to show up, and when he does have. It is his story, but the rest of the Justice League is there. If you have seen the other Lego DC Superheroes videos, then you understand how fun they are, how funny they are, how enjoyable they are, and this just continues that. Definitely going to be getting a lot of play in this house. Oh, and Crypto the Wonder Dog and Ace the Bat Hound are also in this. So, along with a few other classic, I guess, cameos. So, so that's that. What else have I been watching? I don't think I've been watching anything else, really. I'm watching Jessica Jones, season 2 right now. I'm doing one episode a day so that I'm not completely binging it. Trying to savor that as much as I can and enjoying that. All right. So that is going to be it for me this time around. I will... hopefully this has worked out. And until next time, keep playing. See how I end this.